keys to the kingdom. We're gonna unlock the things from the Lord. There's joy in the kingdom. Hey, I know it is. There's peace in the kingdom. Hey, yes it is. We got the keys to the kingdom. Yes we do, I know we do. We're gonna unlock the things from the Lord. We got the keys to the kingdom. Yes we do, I know we do. We're gonna unlock the things from the Lord. No matter what you're going through, Jesus got the keys for you. You can bind things on earth, it shall be bound in heaven. You can lose things on earth, it shall be loose in heaven. We will. We got the keys to the kingdom. Yes, we do. I know we do. We're gonna unlock the things from the Lord. Ever you may. We got the keys to the kingdom. Ever you may. We're gonna unlock the things from the Lord. Keys to the kingdom. He had them for me and you. Keys to the kingdom, I know he do. We got the keys to the kingdom. Yes we do, I know we do. Gonna unlock the things from the Lord. Ever you we got the keys to the kingdom. Joy, peace. We gonna unlock the things from the Lord. Ever you we got the keys to the kingdom. Yes we do, I know we do. Gonna unlock the things from the Lord. Peace. Got the keys to the kingdom. Yes we do, I know we do. Gonna unlock the things from the Lord. Ever you may the keys to the kingdom. Yes we do, I know we gonna unlock the things from the Lord. Ever you may the keys to the kingdom. We're gonna unlock the things from the Lord.
Blessings, blessings, and blessings, everybody. It is Dr. David King. Welcome to Kingdom Citizens of Wisconsin. And I am your host, Dr. David King. So I want to welcome Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, and also Twitter. And I decided tonight, because I didn't do one this morning, to do Think About It Tuesday. And with Think About It Tuesday, there's so much going on and so much to talk about when it comes to Think About It Tuesday. Amen. And we're going to get this party started, hoping everybody's doing well. We ask that you just share with everyone as you coming in. As we always do, we ask that you tell us what county that you are coming in on. And we would love to hear from you tonight. We got a lot of different topics that we're going to be touching on Think About It Tuesday. And so we just ask that you come on. There's so much going on with everything. And we need to just begin to talk about a lot of different things tonight on Think About It Tuesday. We're going to education. We're going to talk about the election. We're going to talk about the Word of God. We're going to talk about any issue that you guys would like to talk about on tonight as well. So we just ask you guys to share. I'm just tagging a couple of people on here that we will get ready to have a little fun. I like to say, have a little fun. So we just thanking each and every one of you that are around. And you know, one of the things that I really want to talk about is education and everything that they're doing with the education system, and how they are doing some weird things. And I just got some information that I'm going to share with you guys. But let me start off with a announcement. And the announcement is that the book, Why It's Important to Stay in the Middle from a Kingdom Perspective, will be ready on Monday. We are taking pre-orders. We're asking you guys to order your book. The book is $15. And we would love for you to not only get one of the books, but also share with your family and friends. I guarantee you that this book will help a lot of people make some great decisions. And so we are asking $15 per book. Hey, Spotted Tea Girl, it's good to see you. So we're doing that. And as you guys know, on last week, we made an announcement that Kingdom Ecclesia Academy is in the process right now of being established, where we're helping opening up a school, but we're going to be helping, especially those families who can afford to pull their children out of. Hey, Liz, I need you to participate tonight. I need you to call in, give me your opinion on things. We're going to have some fun tonight. But our goal is to have the school up and ready for the fall of 2023. We're setting it up right now. We're excited about the school. Great curriculum. It's about the children, and a lot of us is telling parents, pull your children out of public school. But a lot of parents, they don't have nowhere to send their children, and a lot of them can't afford to stay home. And some families is fortunate enough that one spouse can either work from home or don't have to work at all. But everybody is not in that same boat. We have some families who really are concerned about their kids' education, but they can't afford to stay at home, or they can't afford to homeschool them. So what we're doing, we're setting up a school, Kingdom Ecclesia Academy, and we will be able to help those families pull those children out of public schools. We're excited about it. We will not be, this school, you will never have to worry about CRT, SEL, none of that. We will not be touching federal or state dollars for this school. We got a lot of good things planned to keep the school running and funded. So we're excited about it because some parents, some families need help. They can't do like other families. They can't just homeschool them. They can't afford to send them somewhere else. So for those, we will be there to assist and help them so their children can get a better education. Now, speaking of education, on Think About It Tuesday, because we're going to talk about everything, I want to you guys input on this right here. Let me make sure I say it right. Winneconne School District are telling parents that they must pay $400 to $700 to get a copy of the sex education curriculum in the school. $400 to $700 to get they're teaching their kids about sex education in the school system. When did parents have to pay for curriculum to get a copy of their curriculum that they're teaching their child so they'll know what's being taught to their children? And this is middle and high school sex ed materials, $400 to $700. So if you want to know what we're teaching your children, you got to pay us. You have to pay us to get that information. You have to pay us to know what we're teaching your children. You're getting taxpayer dollars, but the parents has to pay you to get that information. That right there should make every father, every mother lit, upset, mad that they're ready to do. On what, Liz? On what I just talked about? That's the school district in Winneconne. That's the school district in Winneconne. Liz, call in and give me your opinion. Call in and give me your number. And let's talk. 414-585-9511 is the call-in number. Anybody can call in. Let's have this conversation about what they're doing to our children in the schools. 414-585-9511. And you know, for me, it's a shame that they're doing this to our children. But what makes it bad is when they tell the parents pay $400 to $700 to learn what is going to be taught sex ed to your children. That right there should make people upset. That right there should make you wonder if they're doing that there. What are they doing in your school district? What are they doing to your children in your school district? There was a lady I met today, and I shared with her what was going on in the Wauwatosa School District. She had just enrolled her son in the Wauwatosa School District, and I just happened to share with her, do you know the things that they're doing? And I told her to go look it up. And I told her, you know, you need to be aware of what they're doing, and you need to know how to fight it, you know. And all of us, all parents, need to know how to fight it. And the first line of defense for our children is those school board seats. And I know Milwaukee Public School board seats is up this coming year in 2023. 414-585-9511. 414-585-9511. And so I am looking to see if we can find people in Milwaukee that is willing to run for the school board in the city of Milwaukee and help them in that race, because enough is enough. And Hold on. My headphones got tangled. And so we have to make sure that we are standing up for the little ones. And I made that vow when I ran for office that it was about the children, and and I'm sticking to it. It's about the children, and we need to fight for them. We need to fight for parents' rights right now because it's getting crazy out here and it's getting ridiculous. And so when we look at everything that they're doing right now, parents got to pay. Good to see you, Patty. Let everybody know what county you from. Um, and so when we look at this, you guys, when we look at it as adults, right? And we look at what's going on with our children. We look at election time. We look at everything that's out here, right? And most people is still trying to figure out what can be done. What can be done? Well, let me ask this question. If I broke into your house and you have a weapon, maybe it's a 9, a 357 Magnum, an AR-15, and I'm in your house and I'm taking all your stuff, and I'm packing up my car, and I'm coming back and forth while you in the house. If I get away with your stuff, whose fault is it? Is it mine or is it yours? It would really be yours because you have the ability to stop me. You have the ability to, from the moment I broke a window and came in to the moment I put all of your stuff in my car and pulled off, you had the ability to stop me. But you chose not to stop me. You chose to allow me to rob you. In my book, chapter 2 talks about the hidden power of the people. And one of the things that as we the people is that we don't realize we're sitting around just allowing these things to happen, but the power is in our hands. So if we keep allowing them to force stuff down our throats, that's our fault. If we keep allowing them to try to charge us to get curriculum for for our children and to know what they're teaching our children, and we don't say anything, we just ask and they tell us something and we accept whatever they say, that's our fault. If we allow them to mistreat us, that's our fault. That's our fault because we got the power to stop all this mess. And the power is not in the hands of a Democrat or the Republicans. The power is in the hands of the people. And you guys have to understand and start suing your elected officials, sue their bonds, wake their butt up. Because what we're doing, we're allowing them just to do anything they want to do without being touched. We're allowing pornography in our school, child pornography in our schools, and nobody is being charged with it. Nobody is pressing charges with it. Yes, ma'am, you are absolutely right. And so we have the ability, but if a person was at home or on his job and he was watching child pornography, they'll go to jail. But these school board members that are approving these books, these school districts that's approving these books, the school that whoever's the librarian in those schools that allowing those books, they should be charged with child pornography. They should be charged. And if the DA doesn't charge them, then we need to fire that DA. If that DA doesn't press charges, then we need to fire the DA. The power's in our hands. We need to fire the DA. We should ask for the resignation, and we should fire the sheriff. If the sheriff, that's why we need constitutional sheriffs, and the sheriff needs to do something about it. We need to start holding these folks accountable so that way we can address and deal with the things that needs to be dealt with. There's no way a school district can be bold enough to tell parents, pay us $400 to $700 to know what's in the sex education curriculum. Have you lost your mind? We're allowing them to push us around. We're allowing them to just do anything to us. We're allowing them to do that. But I have a message for those who so-called, you're not in charge, you're just in a position right now. I just got one question for you. Something got to be wrong with you if you think we're going to just continue to allow you to do these things to our children. Something really got to be wrong with you if you think we're just going to sit back and not going to do anything. We understand what we're going. We have to do something. We have to come together. We have to come together. We have to become neighbors again. We have to love our neighbors again. We have to make sure that we are willing to invest in our children. Whatever it takes for our children to get a better education, all of us need to come together and do something about it. Everybody, like I said, everybody cannot leave. They just don't have the money to work from home. They don't have they can't, it's a one parent household, so they can't just homeschool them. So that's where we come together. That's where we as a community come together. That's just like Freighter Hospital is telling the employees now that have the religious exemption that if you don't take the carrot, you're going to lose your job. No more religious exemptions. Take the carrot or lose your job. Now, the problem I have with that is nobody's saying nothing. Nobody is really addressing this. You got doctors that doesn't like the carrot. You got nurses that don't like the carrot. You got CNAs that don't like the carrot. You got housekeepings that don't like the carrot. Then do an exodus. Leave and start your own medical center. Join forces with master herbalists. Join forces with holistic doctors. Join forces and come together. See, if we don't come together, then ain't nothing going to get fixed. And the problem that we have is that we're afraid to come together because somebody want to be the rock star. Somebody want to be the one up front. And so I have a problem. I have a problem with everything that's going on. I have a problem with radio hosts. I have a problem with television news anchors. I have a problem with folks that has a platform but not really speaking out or even stepping up to help. I have a problem. We can hide behind the microphones, but we won't do it. We won't stand up. And you know why? Because most of us is worried about $1. We're worrying about a check. Nobody want to lose their check. So our children suffer because nobody want to lose their check. We have teachers that would rather pour that garbage into our children than to look for another job. We have principals who is not in an agreement with putting litter boxes in the school, but will do it because they don't want to lose the job. They want to keep their paycheck. So we're selling out our babies for a paycheck. We're indoctrinating them with poison. We are allowing them to mess up. Think about it, you guys. Think about it when you was young. Think about it when you was young. None of this crap you had to worry about when you was young. None of this crap you dealt with when you were young. None of these things. We have the ability and we have the opportunity to let me make sure the phone line is ready. And we have the opportunity to fix the only thing that it's going to take to fix this. The only thing it would take to fix this is something that none of us act like we don't have. And you know what that is? Time. If we would invest some time in helping our children, if we would invest some time into helping one another, if we would just take some time, if we would be willing to invest time, talents, and resources. Time, talent, and resources. We got enough talented people to fix this. A lot of gifted, God-given gifted people. God gave so many of us different gifts and talents that if we just bring that body together, we can fix this. If they can put their mind together to build a tower that they was trying to get to heaven by having one mind, then we can come together with one mind and fix this crap. Because that's all it takes. I'm so tired of people that have already brought into the mess, brought into well, this is how it is, and this is just how it's always going to be, well, it'll never happen. How do you never happen if you never try? The same when they was taking horse and buggy to get from one side of this nation to the other side, it took a long time. And somebody said, you know what? I can't do that. Let's build a train. And they build the train. Somebody said, well, you know, the train is good, but I just want to be with me and my family. Somebody built a car. Somebody said, you know what? Even the car ride is too long. I want to get there right away. Somebody built the plane. So don't tell me that you can't do it, because God has given every last one of us creative power. And we have the ability to change everything. We have that ability to change everything. We just got to be willing to take the chance. We just got to be willing to stand up and come together. See, the reason we in this mess, and y'all know on Think About It Tuesday, I always say things that might rub edges, might just get people upset sometimes. But the reason we in this mess is because we think a party is going to fix this. Have you been listening to both parties? Have you been listening that it's not about the mess that's going on in the education system? It's not about the carrot. It's not about, they only talking about money. They only talking money. And when we only talk money, then everything else, the other side is saying, okay, that's all you worried about is lower taxes and wasteful spending. Fine. Then this is what we gonna do. If we would have sat down and talked to every elected official and asked them, what's your vision for my children? You would have known who not to vote for, because they don't have a vision for the children. You know, what are we going to do with all this mandate? And now they're forcing some more people to lose their jobs, or they're forcing somebody to take the carrot. And we're watching people that taking the carrot in some bad situations. So what we end up doing is we're just allowing people. Yes, they are. And the thing about it is they was programmed to put the party as God instead of God as God. And so this is why we're in this mess that we're facing right now. So we're gonna come back to that. I wanted to talk about some other stuff as well, like the election. Um, we finding out that there's an organization in Milwaukee, which most of us already knew, that they're getting money to go out and do what they do. And so let me go into my source. So apparently, the city of Milwaukee contracted with a private sector group. We get Democrats elected, and so, but the money is coming from somewhere else, and we're gonna take a look at all of that. But the thing about it is this: we already know that we are in a battle um, for this election and every other election after this. We know that we have some things coming up that we have to uh, really get ourselves together because of this election. But what I'm also seeing, but what I'm also seeing is that, and I saw a post that said, I saw a post that said the rumor says Tim Ratham is running as a write-in. And I saw this post, and then I started reading some of the comments of this post. And I'm sitting there like, okay. And he's registered as a write-in, and I'm like, what is that going to do uh, as a write-in? Is that going to give Tony Evers 4 more years? Um, and I need you guys to chime in on this because, I mean, I understand why Adam Steen is running as a write-in because I believe Robin Voss doesn't have a Democrat um, opponent in November. So I know they having this the thing. So I'm wondering about uh, the governor write-in, and I was wondering if it was true, and somebody when they checked it out, and it is true. But what is that going to do to the right? What is that going to do to November 8th? How's that going to work on November 8th? Because any vote for a governor candidate as a write-in is a vote for Evers. And I'm just saying that's how I see it. Anybody that runs a write-in candidate for governor, um, treasurer, secretary of state, uh, is a write-in. That write-in candidate vote is a vote for the Democrat Party because you're taking away from a vote that could be the deciding vote in November. So I was wondering why that was. And so I was told that he was there as a write-in, I guess, as a safety net in case the Democrat Party tried to get Michaels off the ballot. The primary's over. They're not going to get him off the ballot now. Michaels is on that ballot for November 8th, and we should vote for Tim Michaels November 8th. Simple as that. Simple as that. There's no way that we should be considering a write-in candidate for governor when too much is at stake. Too much is at stake. So what, we're going to sacrifice our children and give Evers 4 more years? Are we going to 9% of children in MPS that graduated can read at their grade level? 9%. 91% of those that got their diplomas cannot read at their school level or do math at the 12th grade level or 10th grade level. 91%. Think about that. 91% are going into the market world or college reading below high school and doing math below high school level. 91%. On top of dumbing down the education system, now they want to confuse our children. Now they want to talk about sex. Now they want to talk about transgender. Now they want to talk about pronouns. Now they want to talk about SEL, social emotional learning. It won't work. Not now. Too far. It's too far gone. It is too far gone. And so, the thing about it is, I don't know exactly the whole story. Maybe we'll get him to come on the show and talk about it, share his side of it. I heard about it. Uh, I looked into it. But the thing about it is, what I'm saying is, a write-in is a vote for Evers. Bottom line. And we need to understand and realize that. We cannot afford to mess up with our children's education, our children's future any longer. We cannot, we can't do that. And so what we ought to do is come together. Yes, ma'am, you corrected. But we have to look at this from a point of, right now we're at a point of no return. We cannot go back to Evers for 4 more years. We have to, and this, and again, let me say this for the record. Republicans are not going to save us. Democrats are not going to save us. We have to save ourselves. We have to come together and save ourselves. We have to come together and do what's right for everybody. We have to do it. It's not going to just come by a party. Neither party is going to save us. The parties are why we in this mess already. The parties are the reason why we are in this mess ourselves. Yes, the Republicans did Acts 10, and that saved a lot of money, but the children was injured behind it because they didn't get rid of Common Core. They didn't fix the education system. They took money from the union, but they didn't fix the system. And so they took the money, left the system. And all that did was allow them to continue to hurt our children. So, you know, the thing we have to look at is this. It's it's so much going on right now. So much. When a job take away your religious exemption, your job take away your religious exemption, then every believer shouldn't even go to Frederick anymore. You should pick another hospital. You should we boycott businesses. Why not boycott a hospital and go to somewhere else where they will respect your rights as a believer? It's so much we can do. We just sit around and it ain't doing nothing but whining and complaining. And we have to get up and just really do something, not do something to try to make a name for ourselves, but to get up and do what's right by the people. By the people. Y'all call in 414-585-9511, 414-585-9511. Everything is set up. Y'all can call in and let's talk about this. You know, I'm reading all you guys' comments, but I'd rather for you to call in and let's just have that conversation because we need to talk. You know, we need to let people know because you're the only one. You might not be the only one feeling the way you feeling, and you know, and sometimes we feel like we on that island alone, and sometimes we feel like. Sometimes we feel like there's nothing we can do. There's a lot that we can do. We just got to be willing to, how should I say this? Roll up our sleeves. We have to be willing to roll up our sleeves. We have to be willing to stand with parents that can't stand by themselves. You know, a lot of people are ignorant to the system. A lot of them don't even know in Milwaukee, don't know the school board election is coming up in 23. They don't even know what the school board has done to the children. They don't even know the role of the school board. So, you know, we got a lot of education, a lot of educating to do to people who don't know. And there's a lot of people that don't know. There's a lot of people just don't know. They don't know. They haven't been told. So they don't know what to do. And so, and we found this out in the primary. So many people voted in the primary that vote didn't count because they was voting for two different people from two different parties, or they didn't even choose a preferred party because they really never voted in primary. So they just don't know. We have a state with a lot of people that are ignorant to the things. Oh, I'm glad you're bringing it up. So now the FBI is was visiting Mike Lindell. See, the thing is, if we don't stand up and fight now, and we see what they're doing, but that's called intimidation. They're just trying to intimidate you guys not to stand up for what's right. They're trying to intimidate you guys to just sit around and take it. I was never one to sit around and just take it. I was never one that just allow you to do anything to me. I was never one that allowed people to just say anything to me. That's not me. And I know that's a lot of you guys. And we just got to be willing to rise up. Move all this other stuff out of the way, your titles or whatever you feel, you the leader or whatever group it is, and all of that, because that ain't even important no more. No matter what group you're a part of, you shouldn't be you should be a part of we the people. That's what you should be a part of. We the people. You know, and I'm not saying we the people as a patriot group. I'm saying we the people as Americans coming together to make sure that every American have what's common. We can come together and we can help one another. We can help our children. We can help our neighbors. There's so much that we could do. Don't you know right now, there's farmers that got food that if a neighborhood would go together and buy that food from the farmers, and then somebody know how to can food, show them how to can their vegetables and get ready for what's coming. See, we got to come together. And some people say, oh, ain't nothing happening. Why? Because they're listening to the news and they thinking ain't nothing going to happen. But you need to wake up and look around and see what's going on. They're coming after us in every angle, in every direction. And we're sitting around wondering, oh, well, this party is going to do it. This party is not going to do it. They have never done it. Neither party have ever done it to save the people. If they have, we wouldn't be in the mess that we are in. It's time for you to get up. It's time for you to go to work. It's time for you to help educate somebody. It's time for you to give a hand up, not a hand out, but a hand up and say, come on, we're going to do this together. It's going to take all of us. It's going to take all of us. That's what it's going to take. It's going to take all of us. All of us got to come together. All of us got to have a mind to want to see better. All of us has to say enough is enough. All of us have to become sick and tired of being sick and tired. It's going to have to take all of us. Every last one of us. And we're watching what they're doing and we're getting nervous and we're getting afraid and we're being scared and we're wondering when it's going to happen, and we're wondering if when they're going to do this. Is it coming now? Is it coming later? Listen, the time is now. Are you going to fight or are you going to lay down? What are you going to do? What are we going to do for our children? What are we going to do for our baby's education? What are we going to do? Because even though they passing them, like I said, in Milwaukee, 9% can read and do math at their high school level. Everybody else that got their piece of paper cannot read or do math at their high school level. And all of us have experienced it, not just in Milwaukee. How many times you went to a gas station and they didn't know how to give you the right change back? How many times you might have had a job for somebody, but they don't even know how to do basic math, or they couldn't read the label to fill out an application. So we have to come together. We have to really start coming together and put our petty differences aside. We got to get through November. We gotta get Tim Michaels through November and win November. But that don't mean that just because we have a Republican governor, everything gonna change and everything. No, the fight still goes on. The fight for our local offices, our school boards, our aldermen, our county supervisors, those fights still goes on because we have to change the foundation. There has been a crack in the foundation for a long time, and we now has to fix the crack in the foundation. Our local levels, our local elections are the foundation, and we have to fix the foundation. You're right, Kelly. United, we will always stand. And the thing about it is, a lot of times I'm not talking about just doing something on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Twitter. I'm talking about literally going in every time I run into somebody, I'm educating them, I'm sharing with them what they need to know because I don't want nobody ignorant. I don't want no parents ignorant. I don't want grandparents ignorant. So everywhere I go, I'm always talking to somebody about what's going on, not what the news is telling you, not what Fox 6 is telling you or Fox News is telling you, not what CNN is telling you or NBS, MSBC, whatever they call. No, I'm talking about us getting in, doing the homework, doing the research, getting the information, and getting the information out to the parents. This is what we need to do. Get the information out. The more people we empower with the knowledge, and knowledge is nothing but information. So the more people we empower with the information, then the more they comprehend. And then we can put application to it and change some things. Because there's a lot of things that needs to be changed. A lot of things that needs to be changed. And so when we look at it from a average person, I'm not just talking about somebody running for office or anything, but just the average American citizen. When we look at it from that standpoint, and to understand and to realize that um, that we need to change a lot of things. Y'all call in because y'all typing so fast. Call in and let's have these conversations. Uh, because let's see. Oh, okay. But we have to we have to look at it. They You know, the general public, not only are they ignorant to CRT and SEL, but there's a lot of stuff they're ignorant to. There a lot of people are ignorant to the process of voting. There are a lot of people ignorant to the primary. They don't understand primary. They wait for the general election because that's the way they've been trained. So there's a lot of things that people needs to be educated on so that way they can be empowered. And so, one thing they can never take from you, I wish I did, Spotted Tea. I wish I did. I wish I did, but no, I don't. I don't. If you want to teach me, I'm willing to learn, but no, I don't. Um, but you guys, we have to be willing to come together. This is so. Oh, we got a caller. Hold on. Hello, caller. You on the air? Hey, go ahead. Go ahead. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. They're saying that they can't hear you. Let me see what's going on. Okay, say something now. Okay, can y'all hear her? Can you hear her now? Say it again. Just hold tight. I'm just trying to see if they can hear you. Oh, wait a minute. I could do it like this. Hold on. I'm just trying to see if they can Okay, say something else. Oh, wait a minute. I could do it like this. Hold on. Just trying to see if they Okay, say something else. No, they still can't hear you. So I gotta see what's going on with the uh yeah. So, okay, so say something now. Just talk about uh Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Let me see if I can get this going. Uh I could. Let's see if they could try it again. Was y'all able to hear that? Somebody, was y'all able to hear that? Okay. They say no. Okay, so watch this because I need that story from you. You need to share that story. Um, where are you at right now? Okay, perfect. Uh, okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to hang up. I want you to look at your inbox, okay? And I sent you a link, and I just put you on so that you can because they need to hear this story, okay? Okay, but okay, I'm just gonna bring her on the show. I don't know why you guys wasn't able to uh, hear her, but it's she's gonna come onto the show. I'm just gonna have her come on the show and see what's going. So how is my sound? Are y'all able to hear me real good? And so then we'll just bring her on the show and then she can share. But uh, to spot a T, yes, it's my new background, my screen, uh, my green screen background. So I decided to do it like I'm actually in my office at home, um, but I just love this background. It looks real nice. I don't play the piano. I wish I did though. But so she's gonna come in a second, and I want her to tell the story of what happened up in Eau Claire. And no, okay, Liz, what you have to do is tap it, tap the link I sent you, and it should tell you what to do. And while you're doing that, because I didn't unplug anything, let's see. Okay, let's try this. Okay. Okay, let's try this. Say something now. Let me see if they can hear you. Can y'all hear her now? So, because I got everything plugged in, they still can't hear you. So, what you do, that link I sent you, copy it, put it in your Safari, and then it'll bring you on. Okay? No, it'll show you. Don't worry. Don't worry. Just turn your camera off. Okay, bye. Okay, so she's gonna try it again. I don't know what's going on uh, with my mics that we can't hear her, but I thought I had it fixed. So, you know, hey, Mr. Lowry, good to see you, sir. You know, I think that a lot of times, you guys, that most of us, we talk good when it comes to going to rallies. We talk real good when it going to rallies, going to patriot meetings. We talk good, but when it's time to really fight, when it's time to really rise up, uh, okay, let's see. Um, Liz, Liz, can you say something? You got your mic muted. Liz, you oh, she fell off again. And you know, we don't really want to put the effort and the time and what it takes to to fix things, and it will take time. And I know we got our own families, and I know we got jobs, we got businesses that we got to do, um, and everything. Our life is so busy right now, but is it? We have to ask ourselves: is it worth losing everything? Because sooner or later, you're going to turn around and there will be no rights for you at all. Sooner or later, you're going to turn around and there's going to be nothing that you'll be able to do. Let's see if we can do it this way. Liz?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead now with your story. Wait a
Okay.
minute. Hold on. Can y'all hear her? Say something, Liz.
Sorry. Can you hear me now?
Let's see. Somebody respond. Can y'all hear her? Keep just saying something, Liz, so I
Okay, this is Liz from Eau Claire.
Oh, yeah. They say yes, they can hear you. Okay, go ahead with the story.
Okay, I'm so sorry about that. I'm very technical.
Can you turn your volume up?
Okay. Can you hear me better?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So yeah, my story is I live up in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. And back in November 2021, I went down to Hobbs Ice Arena, which is owned by the city of Eau Claire. And I went with my two little boys who are 7 and 6 years old. And at that time in Eau Claire area, there really wasn't any mask mandates in the private or the public sectors or in general, except for some of the city buildings. And so Eau Claire is owned by the city, or Hobbs is owned by the city of Eau Claire. Well, anyways, when I walked down there, it was kind of like you walked into a time zone and they're like, wear a mask, you know, and everything else you've gone into doesn't have masks anymore, even the grocery stores. So I walked in and I said, no, I'm not going to wear a mask. And they said, you had to. And I said, I'm not going to. And I walked in and got my kids set up in the corner to put their skates on. And the guy followed me over with a box of masks. And he says, ma'am, do you need a mask? And I said, no, I do not. I'm not going to wear a mask. And because I get kind of stressed out when I wear a mask, I have a high anxiety. So I'm like, I'm not going to wear a mask. I come down here my entire life skating. I'm not going to wear a mask. And he said, you have to. I said, I'm not going to. Another employee comes up to me and says, ma'am, you have to wear a mask. Otherwise, we're going to call the cops on you. And my kids started crying because they're like, Mom, wear a mask. And I'm not kidding you. I was like, something snapped. I'm like, I'm not going to wear a mask. I said, so you can call the cops on me. So they called the cops on me. And 5 cops came down, not 2, 3, 4, 5 came down. They circled me and my 2 little boys. I was down on my hands and knees putting their skates on there. I was hugging them when the cops came in. Not just one came over, all 5 of them came over and they circled us. And they weren't 6 feet apart. They're 4 feet approximately, because at one point I told them to back up. But the lady, there was one lady cop and 4 guy cops, and she started talking to me and asked me why they were there. And I said, yes, I know why you're here. And I said, I'm not going to wear a mask, and I'm not going to wear a mask. And they said, well, the city, this is a law mandate or something. I said, and I know it's a mandate, it's not a law. And I said, I'm not wearing a mask. I said, I pay taxes and I'm not wearing a mask. I said, I know my rights. I said, and by the way, the Second Amendment stands for the right to bear arms. And me and my boys have the right to bear arms against the tyranny of the government. And that's what you're doing right now. And you're not 6 feet away, so back up. And that's what I told them. And then she didn't back up right away. She kept talking. I said, back up. They walked away and they huddled for a few minutes, and they came back and they said, ma'am, we're going to let you skate this time. I said, you're not letting me do anything. I said, I'm skating because this is my God-given right to skate without wearing a mask. And I walked out with my kids and went onto the rink, and we did not wear a mask. So that was the story.
And when we think about it, if you give them an inch, they're gonna take a mile. And they sometimes try to see how much they can get away with before we decide to do something about it. And the thing that we have to understand now is we are at a what I like to call do or die. Either we do it or our freedom is dead, because we're letting them come up with some dumb stuff, and we just go along with whatever they tell us. Whatever they say, we just go along with it. Whatever they want us to do, we just go along with it. And so for so long that with no pushback, none whatsoever, have there been pushback. And so,
hey, David.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I have one more thing I was going to add.
Yeah.
Okay. So then there was another incident that happened. So they had contract tracing in the schools at the beginning of the year last year, where they said you have to come pick up your kids if you're in the contract tracing. So I get a call probably in, I think it's in September, and they said, you're going to have to come down and pick up your son because he's in contract tracing. I said, what does that mean? They said, well, that means he was in tracing of somebody that had COVID. I said, who was it? And they said, we can't tell you because of HIPAA laws. I said, well, how do I know that he was in contract tracing then? Well, we can't tell you that. So I had to go pick up my kid, and I get this letter saying he has to be out of school for 14 days. So I go home and I started thinking about it. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do this all year round. I won't be able to have a job. I have 2 kids. I'm a single mom. How am I going to get to work every day if my kids are at home? So I called the sheriff first, because I wanted to know what they would do if I brought my kid back into school and sat down with them, and if they were going to come in and take me out of there and haul me out if I brought him in. And I just wanted to know. I asked him, I told him what happened. I said, is this going to happen all year round? I want to know if I bring my kids into school and I sit down with them and say, hey, they need their education, and they just say they're not, first of all, they're not sick, they're in contact tracing. Are you going to come in and you're going to handcuff me and haul me out? And he said, no, we don't have time for that. So I called the principal and I told her that. And then I called the school board and told them that. And guess what? They didn't call me one more time about contract tracing that entire year.
And it's good that you're already a bully anyway. You ain't taking no mess. But, we need that everywhere right now. All over Wisconsin, we need that. And not one parent should pay that $400 to $700 to get the curriculum of their children classes. I think that we should everybody should be able to stand up with them and says, listen, you have no right to charge them. You're receiving taxpayer dollars. You have no right to tell them to pay for something that they're supposed to have access to anyway. A parent should always have access to their child curriculum. So why would they have to pay $400 to $700 just to get access to their child curriculum? Let's see, boy, oh boy, I don't mean to. Really, what's going on? I'm gonna have to get you on this show, J-Rod. But you guys, okay. So you guys, we have to get to a place where we ready, and the question is, who really ready? Who's really ready to really, I guess, how should I say, do the battle, go to battle? Who's really ready to stand up for their children in a way that, some liberals is going to talk about you, challenge you, call you names, try to intimidate you. But are you really willing to, um, go to the fight, and stand up for what's right. I mean, every county needs to do it. Uh, every city, every village has to stand up now, because it's getting terrible. It's getting terrible to the fact where we're allowing it. We're just sitting around, allowing it, speaking to the choir, getting cheers from the choir because we made a, you know, it- there's some things that we have to do, um, and it's going to take wisdom. It's going to take the wisdom of God. It's going to take, the wisdom of God. It's going to take strategy from God, but we have to do it to the fact where we overcome. We have to overcome a lot of things, and we have to have people that have courage. Let me read a scripture to you to tell you what I'm talking about. In Joshua, in Joshua, I was wondering when he was getting ready to, when he was going to make a statement. I thought he ran away. Uh, let's see. Let's see. Okay, hold on one second. Hold on. I got to see who this is. Wait 1 second. Um, well, let me start in Joshua because I'm going to come back to something I see. It says, "Be strong and of good courage, for unto this people shall thou divide for an inheritance the land which I swear unto their fathers to give them. Only be strong and very courageous, that thou mayest observe to do according to all the law which Moses my servant command thee. Do not turn not from it to the right or to the left, that thou mayest prosper whatsoever thou was going." Now, here's God telling Joshua. Here's God telling Joshua that he's telling Joshua. He's saying, "Listen, I need you to be strong." No, I don't think that was it. Hold on. Let's see. I'm trying to see something real quick. Someone made a comment, and okay, let's see, whoever this is, you didn't share your name. Share your name so I know which platform that you are watching from? Okay, I'm trying to figure out who that person is. I'm trying to look at all the platforms to see who this person is. Let's see. Five, 5. Okay, let's see. Hello? Yes, I'm good. Huh? Yes. Uh, hold on. Let me see something. Can y'all hear this caller? Let's see. Say something else. I want to see if they can hear you. Y'all let me know if you can hear this caller. Okay, hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, it might be this. Oh, okay. So let's do it this way. Okay, can you say something?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can. Let's see. Can y'all hear now? Okay, go ahead and say something else.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, this is Vita Harley, Women Entrepreneurs Matter. We matter because we make it happen every single day. I am ready. We are ready. I am in South Bend, Indiana, but I came up there a couple weeks ago, and we planned an event at Metcalf Park at Butterfly Park. It's right behind the Pick and Save. It's going to be this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Can y'all hear her? Can y'all hear her now? Because I want this to get out there. So hold on.
Okay.
Okay, they can hear you. Keep going.
Yes, we are partnering. Women Entrepreneurs Matter is partnering with Win-Win Art and Chess Academics with Master Quan Caston and also Rachel Campbell with 7 Elements. We have just come together. Our theme is it takes a village to build a family, to build a community, and stopping violence through positive activities. So we'll be out at Butterfly Park, which is right behind Pick and Save on 35th Street. And we'll be out there on this Friday. We'll do a meet and greet. It'll probably be on 36th and North Avenue in the building. I'll put more information out on that. Then Saturday we'll have vendors out there, and we'll have the spaceship car, and we'll have the Chess Academics set up, and we'll just be coming together. Right now they're in the neighborhoods just getting the information out to the residents to get them connected to the needed resources that they need. No matter what it is, if it's education, if it's wealth, if it's health, the basic things that we need in order to grow. And so we are just coming together, and we want to invite the community to come out. You can reach me at 414-595-1893. Again, my name is Vita Harley, better known in Milwaukee as Vita Bridges. I did a lot of work there, years before, but I live in South Bend, Indiana now, but I still keep my connection up there because that's like my other home. So if anybody have any questions, we are looking for some vendors. If you'd like to vend, it's just $25, and you will be able to get out there. We have right now probably about 10 vendors. It's not a real big park, but it's a beautiful park. It's right there in Metcalf Park, right off of 37th and Meineke.
And what time on Saturday?
Saturday will be from 12 to 6. That's when we'll be doing the vending.
Okay.
And Friday will just be a meet and greet. And Sunday, once, everybody get out there. And so we'll be just kind of talking with different people and stuff, and it'll be by invitation only, because we want to really pulled together a coalition. It's called Arc in the Park, and I can send you a flyer. You can send it out to your listeners and stuff. And it's the ARC stands for Allied Resident Co-op. So it's getting residents to work together, to build together, to get that buy-in, so we start working together, even if it's just small. Anything small we do always builds up. So that's why I wanted to do something up there, from here. So I'm basically organizing from here in Indiana. Get my organization out as well.
Oh, you're in Indiana right now?
Yeah, I'm in South Bend, Indiana. I'm organizing from here.
Okay. All right. Well, I got the number, and when I get off the air, I will give you a call, and we can talk some more about some things that I'm ready to do here in the city of Milwaukee.
Sounds great to me.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for calling.
Thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate what you do in our community.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. Mavcap Park is a park here in the city of Milwaukee, Scott. And Milwaukee needs a lot of help. Every city, everybody needs help. And so one of the things that I understand and realize is that the moment we heal Milwaukee, it takes a big burden off the whole state. And so we're investing our time in Milwaukee with schools, our time in Milwaukee by mentoring people, our time in Milwaukee by counseling those that want to get married. We're really pushing for traditional marriage between man and a woman, and I do the wedding for free. I do not charge to do the weddings. I just have time to meet with them, counsel them, talk with them, and then I would do their wedding because I'm pushing traditional marriage. And if you know someone want to get married, it doesn't have to be in Milwaukee. I'll come anywhere and do the wedding. I was blessed to do my friend Scott and Kelly's son's wedding, and I had a great time doing that wedding. So I'm really pushing traditional values, traditional marriage, traditional homes. We have to help educate these people, and we need to also be able to educate them to the fact where if a mother and father is not together anymore, we need to counsel and coach them how to become great co-parents and parent that child together. And so we're trying to do everything in our power to make things better for everybody. And it only can come when we make a decision to invest in people. Let people know that you love them. Let people know that you're there for them and no strings attached. Let them know that you will help them and you're not going to go on Facebook Live and put their name out there that you had to help them. It's about showing the love of God. And showing the love of God, we can change a lot of things. I really, really believe that. I have seen it with my own eyes. I have seen people's lives change. And I was at an I was at an event last month over by God Touch Milwaukee, and they was having an event outside, and I went and they let me talk about me running for lieutenant governor, and there was a couple there, and I was talking to them. They said, "We know you from somewhere." And they said, "We know you from somewhere." And they said, "Where we know you from?" I said, "I don't know. Your face looked familiar, but I don't know." So later on that day, my wife and we went out to eat. And when we went to eat, my phone rang and the people says, "We know where we know you from." And I said, "Really?" And they said, "Yes." They said, "You did our wedding over 20 something years ago." And then they started talking about the wedding. I said, "Oh yes, I remember that wedding." And they say, and we still together. We thank you. And, it just shocked me, because you don't know who lives you really touch when you out working. And you're only working just to make other people's lives better. You're not doing it to gain on a pain or to brag about yourself. It's about helping other people. And this is what we got to do now. We got to become selfless, not selfish, but selfless, and invest in other people and help them to overcome a lot of the stuff that we're dealing with right now. And so I'm looking forward to working with Kingdom Citizen of Wisconsin, that we can make an impact and make everybody's lives better. Like Scott said, that sounds like a group we need to support. Well, I'm gonna investigate them, and I'm going to make sure, Scott, and if it is, we will also be willing to do that. Also, I want to talk to you guys about something. How many of you have ever heard of the Full Gospel Businessman Fellowship? Full Gospel Businessman's Fellowship. Because I want to talk to you guys for a quick second about that as well. This is Think About It Tuesday. So we talk about everything on Think About It Tuesday. But Full Gospel Businessman Fellowship has been around since 1952. It's been around a long time. And I am the Great Lakes Regional Director for the Full Gospel Businessman Fellowship. Now we have men groups, we have women of the fellowship groups, and we have mixed groups. And the mixed groups, you got men and women in it. And I'm looking for people that wouldn't mind setting up chapters of the fellowship in Wisconsin, in areas of Wisconsin. It's real simple to set up. You meet once. You can meet once a week, twice a week, however you decide to do yours. You can do a meet for breakfast, meet for lunch, or meet for dinner, and it's only 1 hour that you come together. And in that time, somebody will give their testimony, and we'll pray for other people, talk about some things, offer Christ to those of our friends that is not saved, that have not accepted Jesus Christ, but we know we can't get them in a church, but we can get them in a business setting. And so I am the state director for the Full Gospel Businessman. And if you guys are interested in setting up a chapter, whether it's a women chapter, a mixed chapter, or men's chapter, let me know. I'm trying to put a chapter in all counties. So, I'm trying to put one in all counties, a chapter that we can come together. And I would love, there's a men's retreat in March. There's a couple retreat in October, but there's a men's retreat in March. And so I would love to set up groups, chapters across the state. We do have what's called Kingdom Citizen chapter in the Milwaukee area. We're going to start back having breakfast. We slowed down while I was on the campaign trail, but we're about to pick up in Milwaukee again. We have a men's retreat in North Carolina in March. And I am the keynote speaker for that retreat coming up. And we would love to take a bus or a van full of men to that retreat. It is a beautiful place. You know, all the food you can eat, all the snacks you can eat, plus your lodging. I forgot the price. I get the price in case any mans would like to go. Russ, go to sleep. That's all I'm gonna say, Russ. Go to sleep. But if you guys would be interested in setting up, we would love to have you guys be a part of the Full Gospel Businessman. Um, and all you needed to start a group is 5 people. 5 people to start a group. That's all you need to have a group in your area. And I believe I got to check, but I think I got some magazines that I can share with you guys as well. But it is very powerful. The leadership is anointed, Holy Ghost filled, speaking in tongue leadership over the Full Gospel Businessman Fellowship. I love those guys. I would love to have that conversation with some of you guys that might want to be part of the Full Gospel Businessman Fellowship. Think about setting up a chapter in the area by you. It would be awesome. You'll love it. So much come along with it. I'm going to start doing my Full Gospel Businessman shows again and having some of the people come on and talk about the full gospel. Okay, Scott, we will talk about that because I would love for you to start a chapter up there. It would be amazing to get one started. And going to also talk to Terry in Washburn County to get one started in Washburn County. And you can think about if you want an all-man group or you want a mixed group. A mixed group is male and female, but if you want an all-man group, that's fine. If you know a lady up there that wants to start a women's group up there, women's of the fellowship, that's fine as well. We just want to expand because I'm going to be recruiting not only in Wisconsin, I'm over 5 states. And those 5 states are Wisconsin, Minnesota, Michigan, Iowa, and Northern Illinois. So it's time for me to go and build this district up, my district, my regional district, and have some fun in the Lord. And we had a glorious time. I took my son and grandson down to the men's retreat. They had their own room. They had a lot of freedom. Yes, we can. We can set that up. Inbox me. I thought I had your phone number. Inbox me your phone number, and I'll call you tomorrow, and we'll start working on setting it up. I'm going to connect you with a guy that will help me set it up and everything. Because, like I said, I'm going to plow and build the fellowship in Wisconsin, and the goal is to even have a Full Gospel regional district conference here in Wisconsin. Maybe we'll do it at the Dales. I don't know yet, but that's the goal that we're trying to do. So I just wanted to tell you guys that. Now there's something that I want to ask you guys, because Kelly is a bully. If those of y'all who don't know who she is, Kelly is a bully. I am confessing it right now. Kelly is a bully. Patty, why don't you think about setting up a women's group there in your county? I would love to have a women's group over there and a men's group or a mixed group. So those of you know, the book will be delivered to me by Monday, the 19th. Man, I know you playing. Your wife will kill you. So, matter of fact, I'm gonna take those and I'm gonna send them to her in a text message. So when she get home, she deal with you. No, I'm just joking. I'm playing. But we're thinking about putting together a book signing. What do you guys think about that? Should we have a book signing? I'm thinking about it. I'm not sure. I want to know what you guys think. Those that's on here, would you like to come to a book signing and we talk about the book and I sign your book? Um, you know, um, because the book is very, very interesting, very good. Uh, the second book will be coming out soon. Uh, of course, we should. Yes, book signing. I will. Oh, okay. So you'll come down from Eau Claire, Liz? Okay. Sound like fun. Okay. So I'm thinking about it. Uh, and I'll let you guys know by Thursday. If Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yeah, bully, you did. You did. Okay, you did. Fine. You win. But I'm gonna set it up. I'm gonna set it up. I just got to see when we're gonna do it. But we will have a book signing, and it's gonna be very good. We're gonna talk about the book, and it's gonna be very good. It's gonna be very good. Um, that we do the book signing. Right now, we're also in the process. We're going to get it converted into an ebook, and we're going to look at selling the ebooks in numerous of ways, where we will be also putting it on probably Kindle. Um, and the way they're going to set it up, we will also be able to sell the ebook. We're working on that as well, Stacy. Uh, okay, wait. Hold on. Now y'all going real fast. Hold on, let me try to catch back up. Um, I did that one. See, I told you I did that one. The 24th would be great. I'll be in Madison already. Okay, I'll look for that and see. Because I know somebody have to go to a wedding. You got a lot of bullets, don't you? I need some more bullets. I got to get some more. Oh, bullies. I thought you said bullets. Okay, yes, it's a lot of bullies. We ain't gonna call that Jennifer name, because she's definitely a bully. Yeah, we're working on that. Shoot, kicked myself out. Is that all of them? Oh no, wait a minute, where I'm at. Hold on, I'm trying to catch up with you guys on y'all remarks. Okay. Okay, sir. I'll make sure she signed too. So, but you guys, I'm gonna look it up real quick, and I think we will set up a book signing, and I will create a flyer. I'm thinking about doing it at the church. I'm thinking about doing it at my church. I'm not sure yet, but I think that's what we'll do. We'll do it there. We'll talk about uh, each chapter, and then we will start signing the books. I'll pull out a book and we'll go through it, and I'll explain why I felt led to write the book, um, and everything. So um, I want to close with this. I love you guys, period. Ain't nothing y'all can do about it, period. Your review for the book, you don't get to leave a review. Your wife can leave a review, Russ, but you can't leave a review. Only your wife. And she needs to show her ID so we know it's her uh, doing the review. No, I'm just joking, man. I'm just joking. So listen, I want you guys to think about. I'll look at the week of the 24th, which is only a couple of days after the books come to me, to do an event. So I'll probably do it, like I say, that afternoon at our church. Probably have a little snacks around that we can have a little. Because if I don't, Jennifer and Kelly might beat me up if we ain't got nothing to smack on. And we better have a Snicker because they can get very dangerous, those two. So, oh, wait, it's three of them. I forgot about Cat. So, those three, we got to really make sure we got them something to eat because they might beat us up. So, we're going to look at to do the 24th book signing. That gives us time to invite as many people as we can. My goal is to sell out the first batch of books on probably at the book signing. We want to be able to sell them all, and I'm just going to call people up. The books is $15, $15, 15. So, but guys, really think about becoming a part of the Full Gospel Businessman. Think about becoming a chapter. Hey, Liz, ask your father, do he know anything about the Full Gospel Businessman? And then ask him, well, we can't do it at El Greco's. Now, you know me. If we could have did it at El Greco's, I would have did it at El Greco's because y'all know I love El Greco's. But we can't do it at El Greco's because Saturday is a busy day for El Greco's. And so that would not work. So we would have to pick somewhere else because it wouldn't work because they're real busy on a Saturday. But inbox me to become part of the Full Gospel Businessman. Can we do one in Central Wisconsin? We can do a book tour now. We can definitely do a book tour. And do it over there. Maybe I'll talk with J Rod and do one over by in his area to do a book tour. Knowing him, he's probably in bed right now. So maybe I'll talk to J Rod and say, hey, can we do a book signing at your place? So we really want to get it out. I will be talking to Pastor Rogers and Pastor Steve German. Maybe we'll do a tour and do book at one of their churches after their service. We'll see. But I really want you guys to think about see, I was waiting on you to jump on. I was waiting on that. I know you will. I know you will, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But you guys, I'm blessed to have you guys. I'm blessed to have you guys come on every week with us. I take nothing for granted. I give God the praise, the glory. I am going to say good night tonight. I've got to get up early in the morning, go to work. So while you be turning over, I'll be already up at 2 o'clock in the morning to get ready for work and out of the house by 3 a.m. So I just want to say to you guys, I really appreciate you guys. Let me ask this question. For the book signing, how many people will bring somebody with them to the book signing on the 24th? Stacy, I knew you was gonna be the first one to answer, Stacy. I already knew it. Kelly, you can't try. You a bully. Get him here. Russ said he would too. So you guys, I love y'all. I thank God for each and every one of y'all. Now on Thursday, we do have Sarah back, the constitutional queen. She will be back with us. We already know, Jennifer. You can just send some people. We already know. We talked already. On Thursday, the Constitutional Queen will be back, and she will be teaching on the Constitution. Dr. Shaw will be back with us. Also, I didn't have anybody tonight because I wanted to do my Think About It Tuesday. And so I thank you guys for watching. I thank you guys for listening. Again, I love you guys. And until we see each other on Thursday, God bless.
We got the keys to the kingdom. We gonna unlock the things from the Lord. We got the keys to the kingdom. We gonna unlock the things from the Lord. There's joy in the kingdom. Hey, I know it is. There's peace in the kingdom. Hey, yes it is. We got the keys to the kingdom. Yes we do, I know we do. Gonna unlock the things from the Lord. We got the keys to the kingdom. Yes we do, I know we do. Gonna unlock the things from the Lord. No matter what you're going through, Jesus got the keys for you. You can bind things on earth, it shall be bound in heaven. You can lose things on earth, it shall be loose in heaven.